Episode 6 of The Acolyte just gave us a direct reference to Darth Plagueis and his master, Darth Tenebrous.
Yes! Yeah!
And not only that, but this could lead to us seeing both of these characters in live action by the end of this series. So first, let's start with who is Darth Plagueis and Darth Tenebrous. Well, Plagueis actually has a canon reference.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Plagueis was Palpatine's master. His species is the Mun, and like Palpatine describes, he was obsessed with living forever. However, Plagueis' master is Darth Tenebrous. His species is the Bith. Yeah, that's right. The Cantina players in A New Hope, those are also Bith. Now just imagine one of them as a Sith Lord. So how the is this possible? How are we supposed to get Darth Plagueis and his master Darth Tenebrous in live action in this Acolyte show, which they have nothing to do with? Well, that brings us to episode 6 of The Acolyte show, as this planet might be the key to everything. In the Acolyte series so far, every time we go to a new planet, they show us the name of said planet. For example, when we go to Olega or Kofar or even Coruscant, which is probably the most known planet in Star Wars. But this home planet for Chimere was never given a name, and it actually appears for the first time in episode 1 of this series. And at the time, theories began to run wild that this could possibly be Ahch-To. Now, Ahch-To is the planet that Luke Skywalker was on when he was in hiding in The Last Jedi. It's also where the first Jedi Temple is that was created by the Prime Jedi. So many fans, myself included, thought this planet was going to be revealed as Ahch-To. It would give us a connection to the Skywalker saga, and it would also give us a connection to the origins of the Jedi. And we know that James Mangold is currently working on a script for a Dawn of the Jedi movie. So it would make sense to have a through line between that movie, The Acolyte, and the Skywalker saga being Ahch-To. However, that is no longer the case, as in episode 6, this planet is revealed to have a name, Unknown Planet. Okay, it doesn't actually have a name yet, but Leslie Headland, the showrunner for this Acolyte show, did confirm that this planet is not Ahch-To, even though it does look very similar. And that's a big deal. This planet not being Ahch-To allows it to be something even better. It could be the Legends planet Baldemnik. Now, what the hell is Baldemnik? Great question. This is a planet from the Darth Plagueis novel that's described to be an ocean planet with rocky tropical islands. It's located in the Outer Rim, but the planet is also rich with an ore called cortosis. And that is, of course, huge information. As in the final scene of this 6th episode, when Osha is looking at Chimere's mask, which by the way is made of cortosis, she looks over at the wall of the cave to see cortosis in between some rocks, confirming that this island that she's on is rich with cortosis ore. Now, why is that important? Well, first of all, cortosis is the metal that makes up Chimere's helmet, and it has the ability to shut off lightsabers like we saw in episode 5 multiple times. But this unknown planet possibly being Baldemnik could lead to us seeing Plagueis and Tenebrous, as the two Sith Lords, Master and Apprentice, spent a lot of time on this planet, so much so that this is actually where Plagueis murdered his master. So now, with Chimere revealing himself to be a Sith in episode 5, the question becomes, who is his master? Is it Darth Plagueis or is it Darth Tenebrous? Now, if you asked me this a week ago, I would have said Plagueis all the way. However, things have changed. I think Chimere will die by the end of this season, and I think he will probably die at the hands of his master, Darth Tenebrous. Now, the reason I think it's Darth Tenebrous is because of the timing. Now, in Legends, Plagueis kills Darth Tenebrous in 67 BBY, which would be a long time after the events of this Acolyte show. And that would make it more likely that Tenebrous is Chimere's master rather than Darth Plagueis. If Chimere is Tenebrous' apprentice right now and he dies, then Tenebrous goes and gets Plagueis as an apprentice, there's still 100 years until the prequel trilogy. So there's plenty of time for Plagueis to kill Tenebrous, and then Plagueis, of course, get Palpatine as his apprentice. So it is very possible that by the end of this Acolyte series, we could see Darth Tenebrous in live action, killing Chimere, and then finding a new apprentice, maybe even in season 2, named Darth Plagueis. Getting the best of both worlds. We don't have to choose which Sith Master we want to see in live action. We get both. And we get this awesome, cool new character named Chimere. And this all comes from an unknown planet in episode 6 that's rich with cortosis, fitting the exact description of this Baldemnik planet from the Darth Plagueis novel. But tell me what you think in the comment section below. Who do you think Chimere's true master is? Tenebrous or Plagueis? And do you think this unknown planet will be confirmed to be Baldemnik, the same planet from the Darth Plagueis novel? Tell me what you think in the comments below. And do you think Venestra Rwoh is the reason that Kymir has this scar on his back? And could it be that she was the former master to Kymir? Well, I explain why I think this is definitely the case in this video right here.